Hey guys, my name is Jessica. For my speech presentation, the object I chose is going to be this pig right here. And the reason why I chose this is because it's a very meaningful part of my life. When I moved here to Cashin, which is where I live now in third grade, I didn't know anybody, I didn't know anything, and there was this guy who got me into showing pigs in 4-H. He talked me into it. We started going to shows and started doing all this stuff together, and finally I decided that I wanted to, that I thought it would be a good idea. Now, of course, my first show, I didn't know anything going into it. I was just a newbie, like all the other kids that were in my grade. And I actually ended up winning my first show and winning showmanship my first time, which was amazing because I didn't even know what to think. I think it's funny that, I can go into a show ring with a pig in front of however many people there are. But as far as it goes into giving a speech in front of people, I don't like to do it at all. But showing was a real big purpose for me because it taught me so much when I was younger, so much responsibility that if I didn't start showing, I don't know if I would have any of that responsibility that I do now. And it's because of showing that I was able to do so many things. When I started showing in 4-H, I was able to go to cities that I've never been to. We have this thing they're called conventions that you go to every year with FFA, which you start in 8th grade, and I wouldn't have been able to do any of that. I wouldn't have been able to meet half the people that I met when I was in high school if it wasn't through FFA and showing these pigs. And I ended up doing really good with them. Probably won about $3,000 a year, and the show season is only from like February to March. But you get your pigs in the wintertime when they're little babies, so you can feed them right and get them the size that you want to. And you have to feed them different things to kind of get them the way that you want them to look, because every judge is different. Some like big butts, some like their bellies to be really big and round. It just kind of depends on the judge and what they like. But if it wasn't for these people getting me into this, I don't know where I would be in my life right now. I don't know if I would be even going back to school, because I wanted to be a vet my whole entire life. But when I just got out of high school, I wasn't prepared enough to go to college, and I ended up dropping out about 7 or 8 months into it. So now that I have kids, I want them to be able to know that they can do anything in their lives, and I'm also proving that to myself now. That is the reason why I'm going back to school, to be a vet, so I can live out my dreams, because it wasn't my dream to show. I didn't even know anything about showing at the time. But now I am super excited that I was able to have that opportunity, and I showed pigs for 8 years. And I wouldn't know half the stuff that I know to this day if it wasn't for that.